Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Back to the Future, the game. I've got to figure out how to do a better intro. We are back to the future with the next episode of Back to the Future, the game. Nah, see, that doesn't work. Anyways, last episode we're trying to serve a subpoena to our grandfather, and he wouldn't come down for anything until he got word from Kid Tannen. I figured out how to annoy Kid Tannen and record him yelling at me to come down from a high place, and thus I'll play back that recording and he will come down. I will hand him his subpoena, maybe even his hat, and we will be done with that. It wouldn't surprise me if we've come close to the end of this first episode. It really wouldn't surprise me if we wrapped it up in this recording. I call my episodes, but I should call them recordings, considering they call the games episodes. Although personally I think they should call their episodes chapters, since they are actually part of a single story, not separate stories.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Here we go. Serve him the papers. You've been served.
Arthur McFly? Yeah? Got something for you. Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh.
There we go.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Yay.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good. Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
So, as far as areas, we've seen about 4 so
Are you
far.
sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Some of that stuff
very
looks
simple.
like he kept it
This
for
crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber,
many
producing
decades.
hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
a lot.
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pore through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But
Coming, father!
Okay.
Father!
Don't you father me, child.
So,
There is a flame inside
first
me
thing
that
here
cannot
is
be quelled by
return
your
this.
legalistic gobbledygook, father.
Nope.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me.
Is it my fault
Stoke
if I don't
fire.
get a spark out of laws and statutes? What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, father.
Do I have anything here that would work? Well, let's try to use this.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
Release valve. Okay, I got it. I have to listen to what he says when he's arguing with his father.
Law may be your burning passion, father, but it is not mine.
I got it. Oh, I got it. What a great way.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants
Ah,
to be
see, it makes sense. Just have to wait a second.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
What a good...
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
Okay, come on. So I gotta come over here and
I have no
turn
idea
this.
what kind of pressure I'm under. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Someday
Feed them.
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start. Stop being such a crank.
Crank the...
Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work.
This is pretty cool, actually.
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
What will it take to light a fire under your
No, that's something his father said.
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself?
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
He's saying
Really
things
want
too.
to vent our dirty laundry in public like this?
Someday,
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
Current. That's this one.
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father!
They're making it harder on me.
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
Bags of
Eating
gas.
you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Why don't you go feed the...
I messed up.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
The veins in my head are
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Can't you see this is eating me up inside? Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
Didn't click it fast enough. Come on.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
The problem is that I have to move a little
Pressuring
bit.
me to be something I'm not.
Be quick about it.
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Stop being such a crank! Pressuring me to be something I'm not. I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
I missed it. I clicked on the wrong thing.
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Law? What use has a microorganism for law? You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticism?
Shake.
Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
This is going on too long.
I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Oh, that asked a lot, considering it wasn't
Okay,
all on the
who's
same
that
screen.
sounded?
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... Oh! Oh!
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can...
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
A month to 6 weeks.
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
What?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you.
Oh, he's
But
such a
I
nice
didn't
guy.
want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight. And I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Wow, that's super nice.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here.
Is he there?
Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late. The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
No.
Paddy wagon intercepted, suspect slain, and they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now?
Well,
At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
we got some jet parks. We've got Edna's bike. Let's make a jet bike.
Alright, I'm coming, Doc.
Power. $0.17 for gas? Yes, please. You know, they used to say gas would never go over $1. Then they would say it would never go over $2. Then $3.
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Okay, what do I have that will open a lock? Nothing. Great.
They're locked.
I know.
Let's go to the right and see what's over here. Toolbox, good. Tire iron. That ought to be good. Try this.
They won't budge.
Let's try this. Use this tire iron on the door.
They won't budge.
Okay, well, let's go left and see what we can do over here. We got a tire. Would only make sense if a tire iron worked on a tire. Okay, so now I have a hubcap. Let's use the hubcap.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Let's see, can't do anything more. Rear window. I can't break the lock.
Break the lock.
There's a key, but it's probably up front.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
Front window. Sure, why
I
not?
don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. What's he doing here?
Well, let's throw some hubcaps at the
I
key.
don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
So I gotta get the key.
Keys. How do I get them?
Exit over on the other side this time. Nothing to the... Can't do anything about the bike. Alright. I see an antenna. Let's break the window.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Alright, let's break the antenna.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Just grab the antenna, alright. Now we've got something. Use the antenna on the front
Oh
window.
good, the window's shut.
Let's see if we can get them.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Tannen? That explains a lot.
Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach him.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Alright.
I'll be back.
Kid Tannen must not be paying attention at all. And I can just wander on your car. These old cars had basically no shocks, so let's see, how can we use item with this item?
It's a hubcap. It's an antenna.
It's funny, you get the background noise when he talks. I need a distraction. There we
Leave it
go.
to me. Hey, driver! You're driving too fast. Watch how you take those. Kurt, what are you trying to do? Kill me?
Not?
I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the street.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
So now we just need to use the keys and we can escape on our rocket
Stand
bike.
back, Doc.
Keep a lock. A good set of a good lock is always good.
How you doing, Doc?
Hey, get in there!
Eat lead, Sagan!
Okay. Heat leg lead Sagan. Alright, gun.
Ow! Son of a bitch!
Come on. Grab the gun. And he's chained to the floor. Pretty smart move. We'll just use the gun on the shackles.
Oh, this is a rescue!
That's the idea.
Let's see, what can we do? I don't see any items. Let's talk to Doc.
Look!
Hit the throttle.
The throttle.
Oh!
Went past 80%. E.T. Dr. Jones or D. Jones on the newer hauling. We did it.
Doc, are you okay?
Great.
Fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
No. To be continued. Oh no, I guess I'll have to play as Doc next episode.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Get Tannen, February 2010. The good news is, it's 2015, so I don't have to worry about that. Interesting credits. To have the credits scroll at the bottom of the screen while you're doing next time, just to save time. That's really a thing that you would do in cable TV and such. It's not something you really need to do in a video game. Because of the whole fact that there's no limit on a player's time, really. You can take up as much of a player's time for your game as much as you want, and the player almost never complains about it. So, Back to the Future of the game. Now, let's see. If I click to continue, I believe that would just load the latest settings. It's not going to go to episode 2. At least I don't think it is. If we look at the help and settings, I don't believe there's anything more here. I have to load the second episode program, which is its own separate program. I did want to point out here, this says JP Penney. It's JC Penney's, or whatever they're calling themselves these days, if they're still in business or not. Obviously they couldn't get the license, or they thought it would be funny not to use the actual license. So far so good. It's a little disappointing, I'd say just a little bit, that we are going back to the exact same time frame in the second episode. I would have much preferred if we had gone to a different time frame and then had to come back to this section in, say, the third or fourth episode, or even the fifth episode. Because doing it in the second one raises the question, are we going to spend all 5 episodes in the exact same location, in the exact same time frame? I'm alright with it being the same locations. I'm not alright with it being the same time frame, and this just becoming a loop within a loop, or a recursive loop situation. I don't like that, but so far so good. Pretty good length. They usually for episodes try to shoot for about 2 hours. We did a little bit over 2 hours. This seems pretty balanced between conversation and item collection, for a midpoint between the old school point and click adventures and new school Telltale games, which aren't really point and click adventures anymore. They're more dialogue things with QuickTime events. Interestingly enough, no QuickTime events in this game. None at all. So I'll give it points for that, even though it's because this game is so old that was before QuickTime events were really invented and came into popular fashion. I'll give it points because I hate QuickTime events, and most people hate QuickTime events. Uh, so let's hit continue and see where this takes us. Um, so that was just a load screen to back to this point. Okay. We never tried the hint. So we could click here to get a hint if we needed another hint. Or if we need another hint, we can click that. You get 3 hints, at least right here we do. We never clicked the story so far. Let's see. Well, it's just one little paragraph that was probably the design document. This is our taking up way too much screen on all of this, though. This is way too much screen. There should have been one little icon in the corner that would have brought down all 3 of these. And that would have been helpful. Hints, by today's standards, you don't click for a hint. You either talk to somebody for hints, or the hints come up after a certain amount of time of non-progression. So me just standing around here, a hint might just pop up on the screen and say, try the rocket parts with the bicycle. The way the buttons are laid out are kind of weird. Because it's left click to walk, right click to run. Do you really need to run? Haven't seen any point of it yet. Anywho, that's good. That's episode 1. So far so good. Stick around for episode 2. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every single second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.